Yeah, my fault. I'm on 95 balls.
You good? You good? I ain't worrying about
Gotta get to that money.
it. You got a job down there? You working down there? Or what?
Poor guy. Um, Funny enough, my buddy put me on to this older gentleman. I did some work for him, even though it's Petersburg, 2 hours away. And I do handyman work, contractor work, anything and everything. And he ended up wanted me to do his duplex. So, I mean, respectfully, I got to segue that over to a licensed contractor. So I use my father's company and his contractor. So now I'm going down there to actually sign the contract, take the measurements, and work out the deal with the guy and his actual financial advisor.
So you knew that did you know you all wanted to do this? Did you struggle into wanting to do what your father did, or did you know you wanted to do that?
Funny enough that we're here, my father and I did not really know each other. My
That's
father
good.
was in prison for about 30 years. I spoke to him a handful of times as a boy, and as I got older, it kind of shit happens, and we'll leave it at that. So fast forward 30 fucking years later, my dad reaches out to me through my sister, and I put my nuts in my pocket and I go meet my pops, chop it up with him. It's like we live in a fucking ultimate universe or alternate universe. We did the same things. Like it's like when he was in prison, he was in charge of the construction. He was, he got his engineering degree.
Okay.
He got out, got his Class A license, electrician, ASC certified. Like he hit the ground running. He ended up starting his own company, Quick Fix, down here in 757 where he's from, where my family's from. And he just, nothing stopped him. He ended up working his ass off, bought his house cash, paid that thing off. Unfortunately, he passed of cancer in June, and that's why I've been kind of missing from the scene, from the local scene at least, because uh, that could be hard. So,
Okay. Condolences, man. My bad.
thank you.
So
So
you were
yeah,
already in that field? You were already working in that field, though? You don't mind me continue to say.
unbeknownst to me, that I was already working in that field. I was already doing the same thing my father was doing. We have, genetics is a real thing. Um, I said this around the time he passed. Um, nature, nature took over. You know, like they did their part, and then the nature of our genetics took over. Very very similar fields. I mean, my dad's a boss, so he was like
Yeah.
way above me. Like he was a good man, and he did a lot to get to where he was. Even though goes to show you fuck up, change the course of your life, but it's all about how you bounce back. So
Mm.
knowing that my dad and I had the same interest, turning wrenches and building steps and installing windows, and
That's dope.
that shit is kind of dope. And now I'm working with his best friend, some guys that he was down with. They worked for my dad. They also had their own companies,
Okay.
so they would do DBAs together and contracts together,
Mm.
and knock shit down all the way from down there all the way up to Maryland. So
Okay.
that's where I'm at, in this journey actually. So it's kind of cool, man.
Yeah. Hey, man,
Yeah,
I really do appreciate you, answering those questions for me. You didn't really have to.
of
I
course,
appreciate
man.
that, though.
Of course, man.
Sometimes I ask questions and I end up putting my foot in my mouth, but the people continue having me end up going somewhere that like really enlightens me, you know what I mean? So I really do appreciate that.
No, man. If I can do anything, I bring a little light over here. You know what I mean?
That's love.
Get your view on, dog.
That's love. If you don't mind, I am gonna use some of that. That's cool with you?
Yeah, of course,
Okay,
brother. Of
okay.
course, man. Of course, man. I wouldn't speak it if it's got to come out. It's life, right? You got to put this out there. I don't know your story. I don't know everybody's story. So maybe a little bit of this interview will get out to the right person's ears and into the right person's heart. So
Respect.
Yeah, it's just little stuff, man. You know me, Bo. I'm the coolest, the biggest, coolest, sweetest asshole you ever meet in life. You know, between those lines, and I do most of my talking on the sideline. You know, just to keep everybody psyched.
Yeah.
But you know, at the end of the day, everybody got to go home, and you know, we got a life to live. So, I plan on having an abundance when I get old and young, old and young at the same time, if you know what I mean. So gotta pass it on, brother.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll go ahead and get into it. It's cool with you?
Yeah, of course.
All right, once again.
Yeah. All right. We get that out the way. You know, all the feels is gone. All the feelings, they out of there.
But yeah, once again, from the great minds of NahmTalmBout. It's 4th&10. Once again, got a champ, the homie Lamar. You go by Lamar, correct?
Who that nigga?
Yes, sir.
All right. Where you from? What's your hood? What's your squad? What you rapping?
Oh, all right. Originally, I'm from Arlington, Virginia. I am ChoppaCity's, you know, one of their greats, Mount Rushmore, OG, fat, sloppy-looking dudes. You know, as you see in the backdrop there, you know, number 53, that's me. And I play left tackle, you know. Depending on the shit you talking, I'll play fucking DB on your ass, kicker, you know, fifth string quarterback, you know, a little bit of everything. You know, when you're an athlete, you're built with this physique, you know, you gotta show it, you gotta shock the world, man.
I'm hip. What sports you played growing up?
Oh man, shit. Baseball as a little boy, wrestled in middle school, football, lacrosse, and one game of rec basketball. That was not for me. Basketball was not my sport.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any college or semi?
No, not at all. Actually, never went to college. Just fresh out of high school, straight into the workforce.
Okay.
The college wasn't really in the books for me. I did consider it, but you know, going through life at that age, you know, I thought I knew what I, you know, was gonna do. I thought I already knew what I would be doing. Yeah, lo and behold, my ass was working at Circuit City, boy.
You dang yourself for Circuit City, boy.
Yeah. You know, I got the hat on. You can't see the great patch I be rocking, but yeah, that Circuit City was real, man. That was one of the best jobs you can get in the area at that age.
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah, you damn near the plug. But
who put you on? Best friend, baby.
Yeah. Who put you on the flag? Who brought you out?
You know, it's funny. I've been playing for so long. I want to say my boy Ryan Sharper and Fatty really got me out there. I was out there. I was bouncing at 19, so those guys were seeing my big ass, throw niggas, handled myself with ease at the door at a local pub. We you know, our stomping grounds, and they're like, man, you play football? I was like, man, I mean, yes, nigga, I play football. You know, and I was one for foot racing. I was known in Little Fairfax for burning niggas out of their pockets for foot racing dudes outside of the bar. So they kept, hey man, come on and play flag. And I thought flag was some bitch shit, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I was probably about 20, 21. I was like, come on, man, no contact. We don't hit nobody. Like, what are you talking about? He bought me a pair of cleats, met up with me, and brought me out to the field, and it's the rest is history, man. We played in the states tournament that year and got our asses whooped. Oh my God. This was before Fatty was a quarterback. This is when Fatty was, all state middle linebacker.
Okay.
But yeah, they got me out. It's Ryan Sharper and Fatty. They got me out there.
Okay.
Yep.
Usually I ask what's your favorite format, but you usually just play H, correct?
I usually play H. I play 5 if somebody wants to be disrespectful.
Okay.
And put me out there.
All right.
I like contact, 8-man contact. I play with most hated. I travel with most hated rather. But usually if it's 8s, yeah. I mean, I'm a big guy, in a local league, I'm something because, it's local. You can have a little bit of fun, but on the circuit, I'm just a dude, I'm just a big guy, so if you can use a big guy, I'll play with you. But mostly 8s, yeah.
Okay. So what's your favorite day to play on? Is it Sunday mornings, Sunday nights, Thursdays, or tournaments?
I mean, as I get up there in my age, I have to say for us in FXA, Sunday mornings has come up a lot with competition. In a Sunday morning, I actually might get a couple extra games in because, people be, hung over and not showing up for their squad. So Sunday mornings is pretty good, but I can't not give it up to Sunday nights. That's it. Because I got hella reigns. I got hella losses and a lot of experience with those guys in that format at that time, with the Mannies and the Moonies and fuck Mooney. That man was a menace. When we were playing that guy, he was tough. He just talked the most shit. Like, I'm not saying he was the best player on that team, but they had some dogs. But that man, he get into your head before we even get to the field, and then it'd be a wrap. But for the most part, it's nice for me. And then coming around you guys, during the mornings, that was I used to get excited. Because, the chemistry and the camaraderie and, just the fellowship, that we all have for one another, even though it's a fuck you, you ain't shit, your mama's a bitch. And then we get on the sideline and we, seeing that aspect of it, the community of it, is really what drew me into to playing more and more flags. So I appreciate you guys and what you're doing here on this platform is awesome, man. And I really do appreciate the invite. Yeah.
Appreciate. Best lineman you've blocked with and rusher you faced.
And I'm biased here. I always got to say my boy Will, Big Will. I feel like he's unmentioned because he's not really playing anymore. He ain't playing no more. But when me and him played, he was a center. We were nasty. We were crunching and bunching, and we had a good time. And then obviously my star now is Carnes. I love playing with Carnes. Carnes takes the work off of me. Carnes does fucking numbers. That dude is he white. It's like FXA in my experience on the circuit and traveling and playing states with these guys is, we bring the white boys. We bring the white boys from up north. And it's a lot of these motherfuckers be shutting up. And Carson is one of those guys that make you shut up. He don't say nothing. He just he'll go crazy and then go right back to the huddle like it's nothing.
I feel like that's one thing FXA does have, because now it's like FXA got the Asians and we'll bring them and they'll bust your ass also. So it's what do you call can't judge a book by its cover up here.
June tiles? Yeah.
You book go crazy.
Yup. What it was? Akita, is Akita a Korean dog? They dogs too out there. Them niggas is vicious. Them little niggas is vicious. But yeah, definitely Carnes. I like Big Joey. I can't pronounce that nigga's last name, but you know what Joey I'm talking about. Some of the Yeah. I like playing with him. I miss playing with my boy Terrell. He played right tackle. I played left. And then when I travel, honestly, playing with BK. Playing with BK on the offensive line is fun. That motherfucker's an asshole.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of the ball, he's probably one of the worst motherfuckers I have to play.
Yeah.
But when we play, it's dog versus dog, right? This motherfucker cut blocked me one game, and I wanted to rip his fucking throat out. Because, bro, I'm 350.
Yeah.
And this nigga hit my thighs, it was up. And when I say it was up, my heels were up. It was the cleanest chop block, but it was like, nigga, what is we doing here? I gotta give David. David is a bitch. Like, that man talks the most shit. And it's funny because he don't be getting sacks on me. And I always tell him, you can put skates on me all you want. He never gets sacks. And I stand on that shit. He got no film. He just got that jaw-japping ass motherfucking mouth of his. But David's a tough beat. Like, that dude is, like, he gets low. He does extension. He drives. He really gives you work. You can't be lazy when David lines up in front of you. He does run from work, though. With respects to, like, their strategy. Why would you fuck with the worst guy to go up against? Why not switch sides and try to blow the other guy up? But he definitely be trying to duck that smoke sometimes.
Put it out there.
When we be out there, I know we all be drinking and carrying on, but like, it's like when I see that I'm playing all smoke, or I'm looking for David every time. I don't, Cam's good. I'm not sure Cam's last name, but he a big motherfucker. That motherfucker is like, he David Jr. to me. But I do enjoy playing David. I think David is one of the best pass rushers we have in FXA, or just in general. Even in my experience going out on the circuits playing with these guys, I think David's probably one of the best pass rushers I ever played against. I mean, he has it all. He has the strength, the speed, he has the knowledge. He lacks the patience. He'll fuck up your game and get flagged and call you a pussy. Like it's nothing. But playing with him is good. It's good work. It's good comp. It's good bump. Nothing but, little guys trying to get inside. They're not playing right. When you're seeing a guy, if you're not going to put size on me, you're going to put speed on me. Your speed needs to go outside, because that's my furthest lane of travel. These idiots try to go inside on me. I mean, I'm sure you were right there when we played on, was it Coalition on Saturday? And little dude stepped in a hole, and I sent him back to Jesus. I don't know why they play with me, but I think he's one of the best guys I've played contact flag and just regular ace with and against. Okay. He just has that dog when it comes to rushing. The shit's kind of fun. It makes it fun. And then on our side, it's like, no matter what we put now, it's like that nigga David, like, fuck, like, oh, he switched our fatty, so we can go this way, or and you know what I mean? We just we gotta go, we gotta throw it at him, we gotta throw it over, you know what I mean? Like, he really gives me a lot of fun, a lot of work. Yeah, those are my offensive line and my defensive line guys.
What's harder to defend from a lineman's POV? Confusion or predictability that still works?
The predictability will definitely make your ass fucking humble. There's not much confusion if you can pick up. Everyone thinks you can start against, and it's been in a three-man line. Starting is really, it works, but it only works like one time. So like, there's not much you can confuse with. You can show 4, rush 3. I mean, that's at this point, at least in our careers as linemen on our line, we see that shit all the time. So I think the confusion second there is definitely knowing what a motherfucker's gonna do, and then he does it. Like you know what I mean? Like, it is fucking annoying. It's like when BK is like, fuck, I know this nigga no matter what is gonna get low to the floor and slide by my knees, and you just can't defend it. I'm 6'3", he's 4'2". Like, it's fucking, it makes no sense. You know, but you don't hear me complaining. Just talking more shit. When you start getting in my ass, just start talking more shit. That's it. You know.
All right. So what's the biggest misconception skill players have about what y'all do up front?
As a lineman, skill players on the defense, or
no, I'm talking about like your receivers. I mean, I guess you don't go through this with your receivers. They don't really sleep on how much work y'all put into. I think a lot of times skill players think, oh, I can go block real quick, that type shit.
Yeah, no. Our skill players, they respect our jobs, because when Fatty rolls them down and they got to be the tight end on a quick play, you know, to bump a slant out or to you know, try to jam the seam real quick, they don't like it. They don't run from it, but they respect it, and they give us the work. Like, we'll get into a position where we're getting dog walks in a sense, where Fatty can't get the ball off, he can't get up in the pocket, or he's not using his protection properly, or maybe there's just the chemistry's a little off, and the receivers will say, you know, fuck, throw that shit to Joey. Like, you ain't throwing it to him all game. You know, they give us our respect. Throw that shit to Lamar. Let that nigga get loose real quick. And when those guys chime into us, we can then feed into them, because that shit will throw a game off, because for you know, 20 minutes they just been, you know, blocking us or rushing at us. And that one instance where I get the ball and I do a fat man shuffle and I may bust loose on your ass for the rest of that tournament, and for the rest of that format, they're wondering, is this nigga gonna leak? So at that point, that's when the receivers give us they put the trust in us, because that's going to take a guy out the middle, because he's going to be sitting on Joey like white on rice. You know, that's going to take a guy out of the quarters, because he's going to bump down. All I have to do is slide and step out as if I'm running, and that's going to stand my guy up. But also, it's going to flash to the DB that I'm coming back. So he may come down, or he may look, and that look get an arrow to cheat him. You know, so I think we got a pretty good balance of the respect on the line. And I think that showed in our play, in our ultimate, you know, winning here in for states. Where we were playing our game, you know, no matter what. We were having tough times, we were having great times, you know, that's the nature of the beast, right? But there was a point in the game, in ourselves, we were like, yo, we got to stick and stay heavy here. Our heavy hits harder than our spread. We're moving the ball, and we're moving down the field. We're getting first downs, and it's like, hey guys, when we're within 7 yards of the first down, we need heavies. Everyone's like, oh no, but we're moving the spread. We're moving the spread. I looked at Pat. I looked at Tony. I said, look, this is what I see. This is what I think we're great at, and this is what got us here. We're trying to play their game as a team. We try to play their game and beat them at their game. That's the best part. We don't play spread when we play normally. But when we go into these tournaments and we play spread because everyone's playing spread, that could knock us off our P's and Q's a little bit. So when I brought that up to Pat and I brought that up to the guys on the team. Our receivers, let these niggas block, especially if we're going to run, they give us for sure. So I definitely like that. That got us a championship. I told these motherfuckers, prove me wrong. I don't want to be right here. Prove me wrong. Put me and Joey's big asses back in the fucking game, and sure enough, 2 plays later, we fucking be holding the ring. Or on the road to the ring, and that was Sunday. But this accountability, too, I'm going to give that to everybody and everyone listening. Accountability goes both ways. The best thing I can tell you is shut the fuck up. I fucked up. Quick story here. We're moving the ball. It's about to be halftime, and they're in spread. I'm cold as a motherfucker. Hands cold, body cold, and I'm the placeholder. So we run in. We're gonna kick the ball. You know me. I got good hands. I'm not in it. I'm cold. I'm tired. I'm not really tired, but I'm ready to fucking take this hour and a half break before the next game, though. So they snap me the ball, and I lose the ball. And it was that against Vipers?
Vipers.
Yeah, that was against Vipers. And it was empty. I was fucking empty. I stood up, and I turned, and I walked to the sideline. I didn't say nothing the rest of the game. I was holding myself to the same standard I hold everybody else to.
Of course. And
the respect that was given to me in that moment, even if we would have lost, which we did, we know that. The guys weren't talking shit. There was a couple what the fucks, like you're fucking joking, but no one was like, what the fuck, Lamar?
Yeah.
Like that's that bullshit. You have one job. The sideline is really gonna fucking make or break your situation. When you got outside fucking voices, knowing that this guy he's a team guy. I like to consider myself a team guy. And he made a mistake. And I was fucking up all damn morning, to be honest. Brick hands. And my shit's they certified as a big guy. Brick hands and fucking missed blocks. It was a mental fight for sure. But the accountability that we brought to that tournament into states is I live and die on that, because that was a hill that was worth the fight. Because as a big guy, if we don't get as much respect like you're bringing up as we do, it really brought it home for me, because they showed me. All we got to do is hold each other accountable and hold each other's heads when we make mistakes, and we fucking won. I don't think they scored. They didn't score, right?
Huh?
They didn't score, yeah. Shout out to accountability.
Yeah, accountability is a motherfucker, boy. Woo.
Yeah, and you got to be your worst critic, right? Everybody is. But when someone's talking to you, you ain't got to respond, bro. Even if you know in your head, your heart of hearts, that you made the right choice. I mean, the choice is over. The mistake was made. Move on. As a team, move on. Next play. I mean, they teach us that as young, real young. Have short-term memory. Next play, and that's what got us over the hump this year. Because I could get into some stories where we fucked up, and then we fucking that hill turned into a mountain, and we just straight died. Whether it was David fucking jumping off sides or fucking, I swear to God, this haunts me every day. Joey fucking running left, Matty said run right. We was 5 yards from the first down, and it was my time to shine. Called on me for the second time all fucking tournament. Do what I do best. Turn and catch. That was it. And that boy, he said, I thought you said go left. Why the fuck did he send both of us left? And it was like this big argument, disagreement, and it was like a falling out. And then there was tension on the team for a couple seasons back in FXA. And then we talked about it. We laughed about it. We worked it out. But ultimately, the end of the day, the accountability was it. It's not about right or wrong. It's about being held accountable. Like, yeah, you did what you did, but to be held accountable, that was not what was best for the team. It's not about you. It's not about our mistake. It's not about my drop. It's not about my jumping off sides. It's not about my fucking block in the back. It's about the accountability. And I really can't stress that enough. Because I see a lot of great fucking teams, and I see a lot of good guys out there playing, whether it's being great in B or even playing at A. When it comes to that accountability, these motherfuckers are crumbling.
Mm.
So I want to stress that for your show, man. You put accountability on my forehead or right here. But I really think that's what we lack as a community is accountability, because we have so many egos. Everybody's a fucking TO. Mm. Everybody's an Ocho Cinco. You know what I mean? Where the fucking TJ Dusmanzadas at? Where them humble, quiet niggas? Where them spike dudes at, you know?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? You know? So I think that's what really gets us.
All right. You block for Manny, right?
Yeah, I block for Manny.
Okay. I won't ask you who's the best QB you block for. But to me, Manny and Fatty are kind of similar, how they're pocket QBs.
Yes.
What's a difference or adjustment you notice in your game as Fatty has gotten better?
Knowing where he's at. Knowing where he's at on the field and knowing where he's at in his head in the game, you know? Because, you know, we feed off of each other. Me and Fatty have been playing together for a long time. And if I'm not on the field and watching him play spread, I can kind of tell where he's not in a hole, but he's backwards and he's trying to face forward and he's trying to like push. And that's where we as teammates come in and like, hey man, you know, slow it down, reel it in. You know, we don't need to be dumping 15-yard passes. Let's stick to our bread and butter. You know, giving him the confidence and us to one another has been good. I can answer your question for the best quarterback I've played with or blocked. I'm gonna give it to Pat, white boy Pat. just to mix it up and fuck with people. But you know, when you don't play with these guys often, it's nice to see something refreshing, right? Like when Ahmad takes the snap or when Ahmad gets to the huddle. He don't give a fuck about nothing. He looks at me, he looks at Joey, he looks at other Joey. What do you see? What do you see? What do you see? All right. And he's like, what do you guys want? That. And then he calls his routes for the guys to run the routes. Then
so do you
do this, do that.
Do you prefer your cue to let you know to run the huddle like that, or do you prefer it to be like a conversation back and forth to figure out what's going to work for y'all? Or how do you like it?
Well, I like it when we're told which way to block, because you can tell me stay in and block. I'm going to stay in and block. You can tell me you're running right. You can tell me you're running left. That's cool. But when you tell me you need to seal, then I automatically know what you need to do, giving us that information about where your progressions might go, because we know the routes, we hear the routes, and we can't really see everything. We can see a quarter of the field in a perfect world, perfect setting. But I can't see what the DBs are doing to the receivers. We can't see who's sitting or who's playing off Cheatham or who's giving Slow James too much space. So when those guys are talking to us, it helps us because it also it'll make sense as to why the dude ran 7 yards that way. That's kind of give us a little bit of insight. But when a quarterback can let us know, hey, he's kind of let that guy fucking go. He's getting it. Just let him go. He's not going to get my flag. And when Fatty says shit like that, I'm like, nigga, put the nuts away. And he'll make your ass miss. And David is one of those guys, right? If David isn't pushing me back into Fatty, he's on the other side. And David will wolf a fucking flag like it's his fucking job. That boy, I hate to be fucking hitting on David's fucking neck like this, but that boy be wolfing fucking flags. Cam, not so much. Cam pretty good at snatching up flags. Some of those guys in FXA do a decent job, but you know, when a quarterback tells you, so you can let him go. And he's telling me, like, what? He's like, yeah, just double up on Joey's guy. Let David free. Let Cam free. Because their percentage of missing, and those are like our good rushers.
Yeah.
Cam will break down sooner and a lot better than David does. That motherfucker, David, he ain't got no brakes. He just got reverse. He don't got no fucking brakes. That nigga he put it right in reverse. No break, just and he's right past you. And you can get the ball up. And then he might get up and fucking tackle for your flag, and then you get another fucking penalty. David's a fucking gem. I tell you. Anyone want to go against that nigga, I'll put my money on David.
Yeah.
I'm fucking you up. It's guaranteed, just like Ray throws fucking interceptions, David's guaranteed a penalty. and he calling somebody a pussy. Right. And he always will inform you to get your fucking weight up. Stop fucking crying. You're being a baby.
What's one habit QB swear they don't have, but they absolutely do?
What? Say that again?
One habit that QB swear they don't have, but they absolutely do.
Standing fucking still. Standing still. Like you call it protection, and you call it slide, and you standing still. The fuck am I supposed to do with that? You say you're gonna go one way, you go another. I blocked the guy right into your fucking running lane. And then I'm looking at you, looking at me like, what the fuck? Like, no, nigga, what the fuck was that? I got hits for a reason. When you see one going, you want to be on the opposite side of which way my hip's going. And that's for, any guy, if you're playing quarterback and your pocket kind of collapses or spreads out where with a fast rusher, you kind of want to step up or step away from the work. So standing still is that question.
All right, you're a holder. How'd that come? Is it because of the hands or what?
It's because of the hands. I think someone fucked up, and it was just an opportunity to be a holder. And we used to warm up and practice field goals and all that stuff early on. And let me catch. And I catch some wild ass snaps you've seen it over my head. I've caught double bobbles. I think States was maybe my second drop ever. In over 10 years, 15 years I've been playing flag. And catching the ball from Fatty. That just kind of came about, man. It's fun.
Keep you on the field.
It definitely keeps you on the field, especially if they record it.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if they record it. So
how'd you end up on the left side and not the right side?
Terrell left.
You said what?
Terrell left.
Okay.
We had our buddy Terrell. He played with us when we were run it up or air it out. We could air it out. But before I left to Texas, he was our left tackle. I was the right tackle, and Will was the center.
Okay. And
we would go crazy. We were three big guys, mobile. We could catch. We could run. And that's how I ended up on the left side. I wouldn't put me as a left tackle with a Fatty being only like 5'6", 5'7", but it kind of works out because his lanes, his throwing lanes are kind of still there, and he throws mostly away from me.
Yeah,
and he runs opposite of me too. So that's being left tackle. It just personnel change, and I kind of just stuck there.
Okay.
And he'd much rather have a speedier right tackle on that's his bailout side, you know, than on the other side. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right, what hurts more? A false start on 4th and short, dropping a 4th down pass, or getting slow worked all game with no help? Never happened?
I think it's slow work. All of them you back from the the free spot the ball, you get that back. The dropping the ball, if you drop the ball and that don't put a battery in your back, you're probably not playing with ChoppaCity. You're probably playing with, most hated or air it out. You playing, Mike's your quarterback, you know what I mean? I gotta throw a jab at my boy real quick. But getting slow work all fucking game with no answers is really tough. It's really tough. And if you don't have the personnel that shows up, that makes it even worse. And in my experience traveling, that's happened to us plenty. Playing with Mike and his guys, guys don't show up, and it's Mike show, and it's fucking the Shaq show. That show can only go on for so long before the commercials start fucking rolling. When guys tell you they're going to be somewhere and then they don't show up, and then we're forced to get our ass dragged in a fucking tournament. There's nothing you can do about it. But that happens to everyone. That happens to the best of us. But we still have fun doing it. And to Mike's credit, he's an accountability guy too.
Mm-hmm.
He'll take credit where he don't even need to jump on a grenade. He'll jump on it. And those, I'm telling you, he talks some good shit. He talks hella shit on the boards when it's time to talk shit. But those dudes right there, all smoke, most hated guys, I'm not saying they're next up because I feel like that's not giving them the credit because they're already already here. Those guys on the circuit, I think they're going to get a lot more attention the older they get, the mature they get, the more confidence they get with themselves. Because some of them niggas is really hymns.
Yeah.
You could say one or two things, and it's a wrap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can get those guys off their fucking game. Mike, you never gonna get that nigga off his game. That nigga come packed, ready to go. He's ready.
That's one thing I will give Mike. Like you said, he talk a lot of shit, but he is definitely accountable. Like if he do happen to fuck up or whatever, he is definitely first to take accountability. And I ain't gonna say I was surprised by that. I don't know what the word is, but I was happily surprised by that.
We could say take him back,
Yeah, there you go.
Mike's a younger guy. I don't even think Mike might be 27, 26, right?
Yeah.
He's a young dude.
Mm-hmm.
And to have that head and that other game and where we are in that game, this ain't the last fucking flag game y'all play. So the way he teaches and the way he speaks to his guys, I respect it. That's why I travel with him. He's my travel quarterback. I respect that guy. Like those guys on those teams, man, I tell you, boy, and we all dogged each other for this. We went down to Richmond to ECN, and these niggas thought it was like a fucking social event. Nigga, we was down there. Niggas didn't want to get in the game. Niggas was like, oh no, we chilling. We chilling. Niggas just wanted to smoke up and drink and stare at bitches walking by. Like, nigga, what's this, high school? We came to play football. And, just watching that happen, and then literally after the fucking tournament, it's like, yo, niggas, what the fuck was that? Niggas don't want to play, even in the chat afterwards next day. Niggas just showed up just to chop it up, just to hang out. Like, we showed up to play football. Niggas didn't want to play football. Should have just called it. You know what I mean? But yeah, those guys are really on their way for real. They got some sneaky dogs in there. Some of them niggas got too much swag on. I ain't gonna say no names. Mark. He don't deserve them glasses, but he be earning them shits. Like, I think Mark got on too much. Like, he really asked for real, and then he head top a nigga. It's like, okay. I'm gonna I would just stop dogging that dude because he might have heard me, and this nigga that showed up and caught a ball. God damn.
Oh, we're talking about Mark, cool ass nigga, man. It is natural. Like he ain't trying to. He just that cool, nigga. Yeah.
He'll catch one that really matters, and when he catches that one that really matters, it changes the game because the younger guys. I don't want to call them immature. The younger guys' mentality is win now, win now. Mm-hmm. So when they drop balls and when they didn't get out of bounds and the clock runs and then Mike's got to spike it, those guys, it wears on them. Because, man, I done played fucking 1,000 games and won one fucking tournament. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're in the win now mentality, or they're in the win now phase in their careers and their lives as black football players. And I think the young guys behind me, and I was a young guy. I'm 36. And I was a young, y'all motherfuckers is like 50-something. Matty like 97. Tony like 115. Fucking Manny is the first man on God. He's the first man ever. Like those guys are the older guys. I was a younger guy, so seeing those young guys like Block and Mark and Jay and Shaq. Shout out to Shaq Center, Shaq, Black Shaq. That motherfucker right there is when he is someone, he should be on the team no matter where he is. If he should be on a team no matter where they travel. The niggas should pay that nigga to be center.
He a sleeper. He a sleeper. Yeah.
That motherfucker is crazy. Like, he is the definition of what he's gonna do, but you can't stop it. That nigga gonna block and drop and fucking out of there. Then you can't pull his flag. And then he get right back up and then get right back to the shits. Yeah. Those guys are the young guys. And when they get to a phase where there's going to be a group of young niggas just like them that's going to come in here and it's going to change their perspective or give them a little bit more reverence, a little bit more poise to their approach to the game. But it takes a while.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It takes a while for sure.
Yeah.
So,
let me ask you this. What feels better? Flat out pancakes when technique saves you versus speedy rusher, or when you line up at receiver and get a head top?
And I'm going to stay in my lane here, and I'm going to go with working the line. Nothing beats a pancake that's a big guy. I mean, catching the ball is like, what? Pancakes, like, I think I say shit, nigga. Everybody saw that. Like, everybody saw that, and then you got to get up and do it again. Like, Fatty not going to throw me the ball again. You know what I mean? He going to throw me the ball. I caught it. Good job, nigga. Damn, okay, I see you. Whatever. Next play, Lamar back to the line. When it comes to pancake, I like those way better. And I'm a fat nigga, so I gotta eat. You feel me? I gotta eat. I'll serve from the nigga, he out of there. But yeah. I've definitely, my best thing too though is when I play DB and I get a pick. That's second. Not even catching the ball, that's second. Because niggas will try me. And it's only ever in FXA. It's not like we doing this on the circuit. I can only speak to where I have the most fun. With the most guys, they'll look like this Lamar, like, oh, all right, bet. Like, what part about my offensive play makes you think I the guy on my side and it'll be their fastest guy? You're like, come on, I'm 15 yards off this nigga because when he's out here, he's at the top of his speed, and when I turn and run with him, it's going to fuck that nigga up, and that's going to be one step to catch the fucking ball. Because the ball's coming your way.
Yeah.
That's easy. And then getting coached up by Cheetah and Rob and JJ, getting coached up by those guys on that side, because I always play to one side when I play, and I want to be next to those guys. I'll fuck around with Daryl, and this nigga will catch a head top on me, because that was Daryl's guy. Daryl told me to play down. And I play up. I'm a high top nigga. I'm playing you know, being coachable is a big thing. I'm fucking 350, and if they tell me what to do and I can do it, why not? Hey, let that nigga go out there a couple series and have some fucking fun. So I second to playing tackle to playing DB.
Okay.
Yeah, that shit is fun.
All right, favorite pair of cleats and jersey, you know?
Like flag jerseys.
Yeah, flag jersey, yeah, whatever cleats you rocking, yeah.
Oh, I've been rocking the same fucking lemon pepper steppers for a few. I got the Chicago ones cleats. They got a wider toe box. Kind of gives me a little bit more comfort in my feet. I was rocking the Vipers, and it's a big guy, or Vapor, excuse me. The Vapor's good for like a few years, but I feel like a few years is too long. I think I wore them things for maybe 3-4 years, and nothing was wrong with them. They weren't broken or anything. But once I broke those cleats in, I couldn't wear them no more, man. Tore my fucking heels up, tore my ankles up. It didn't hurt until I took the cleat off, and it was like, yo, nigga, were these my size? These shrink, or you know? And then my favorite jersey is probably the one in the backdrop right there.
Oh, word.
Yeah, that was like our color change when we changed that color and we switched it up to that style. That gold, that shit was hot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I do like those.
Yeah, it's so funny. You know, in those jerseys, we go to DC. We play like a weekend warrior in DC. Niggas look at us like, yo, y'all niggas from the city? And we're like, nah, we not. And half of us is police, nigga. Yeah. No. So
that's so true.
Shout out to the armed forces for letting some of these retire and come play with us. I love getting on the field like, fuck y'all niggas, fuck the police. It's like, yo, we got one cop on the team and we the police, right? All the other guys is armed forces and federal guys. So we got one nigga on the team who is police, and that nigga, he got his daughter is out playing volleyball somewhere, and he's there. He ain't even here, and we getting fucked the police, y'all bitches. What?
So true. All right, man. All right, so 4th and goal, 10-yard line. Where you lining up at? What route you running?
We running around?
Yeah, we running the route, man. 4th and goal, we having fun, man. Y'all blowing somebody out.
4th and goal? Yeah. Oh, put my ass on the outside, nigga. I'll run a slant.
Slant.
Well, you can't really run a slant from the outside. I usually do slot slants. Fatty had me working the slants a few years back, just trying to perfect my running and, you know, my cut. And I think that's my best route from the slot is the slant.
Okay.
Because we worked at it for so long, and we're playing. You know, we're having fun. We're playing Wednesday nights, Thursday nights, Sunday mornings, Sunday nights. You know what I mean? We're having fun, and we do all of our work and all of our practices in our league play amongst you guys, right? So when we do get into these tournaments and go out for these tournaments, and it's the same guys, which for the most part we usually carry on the same guys. Drop 6, pick up 20. You know how we do it. And then we'll execute some of those plays we've been running. So it's like that play in basketball where your coach got your ass running all fucking practice when he's pitched at you. So when the team's exhausted, everybody's fucking at their end, and we got one more yard to go. All right, let me do something crazy here, Fatty will say. Lamar, line up in the slot. We're going to do this. Joey, line up in the slot. We're going to do this. And then when we come out, not one does that makes us feel better because we're comfortable. But knowing that they're like, yo, they're gonna move over to Cheatham. They're gonna move over to Fast James next to fucking Joey, or they're gonna look at Daryl and then they're gonna come down on Daryl and try to stack Cheatham. You know what I mean? They're not really gonna give us the respect, but that's why we practice.
I like
that's literally we make you pay for not respecting us. Respect this belly. once I cut, not many you gotta jump over me to stop my hands.
Yeah.
You know, if Patty puts it on me, it's over. So, and yeah, it's usually first downs. It's short goal or short, scores. That's 2-point conversions.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But Fatty only does if Fatty puts me or Joey out in the slot, it's because he was talking shit to him. Like we don't really want to embarrass people. But when y'all talk shit, or when you got somebody talking big shit, we're just gonna laugh at you. Everybody's gonna get the ball. Everybody's gonna get the ball. Even Haroon will get the ball. And Haroon don't even be playing.
Haroon didn't even want the ball most of the time. He still with the ball.
No bullshit. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you, man. Playing with y'all, man, it definitely opened my eyes up to like just enjoying this shit more, man. I ain't gonna hold
you. Niggas don't come out here to win every fucking thing, right? Everyone thinks, oh, I'm out here to fucking, we gotta win. Like, we have to have fun, and winning is just so happen to be the result of having fun. No matter what, don't forget that. Like for the guys who get caught up, with the team and not having that chemistry, make sure y'all having fun. Because why the fuck else are you playing? Like, have fun. Like those guys on Vipers, they weren't having fun in that temperature, but they were still a team, right? They didn't crumble when they didn't score against us. They didn't fucking. I didn't hear them, going crazy. It was fucking cold. It was fucking chaos. But those are good examples of teams to stick together, whether they're winning or losing in the fucking game. Because niggas will walk off the fucking field. Niggas will walk out of the fucking, take their cleats off and just be out of there. Yeah. Shit. Over here, come on, 95 South. Right.
Well, yeah, man, that's 4th and 10, man. I see you getting off the app, bro. But that's 4th and 10, man. Right now, we just chopping it up, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it. That shit was pretty cool, man. Thanks for having me on here, man. I mean, I feel like now I'm officially a local celebrity type shit, and Tierney, shout out Tierney for those photos at States. And what was the other guy's name who was taking those photos of us?
You got Black from Richmond. He took some photos. You got Marcus. He from Richmond. He also took photos. So you're probably talking about Black though.
Yeah. Shout out Black. Shout out Tierney for the photos. And I'm looking forward to getting my flag set for her, the little pink jumps. She, repping the local, repping the home team brand. I appreciate you allowing me to rep your brand. Come out, show you some love. Chase, Noor, right?
Yeah, Opulent Noir.
Yeah. He got me my alternate jersey. He's working on some other shit. He cooking some shit up for me. I love to see the Oxbow Negroes out here. The fellowship, everybody looking out and for one another.
I'll speak for them and say we definitely appreciate the support y'all be giving us, man. Real shit.
Oh,
man.
Man.
There's no better feeling than going to the field and just seeing almost everybody having on your or one of your homies shit, yo. Like, that's really a good feeling.
Yeah.
Are you a black business owner? Are you a black business supporter? Or maybe you're a black business owner supporting other black businesses. Are you supporting a black business owner whose business is supporting the business of being black? Whether you own it, support it, or live it, rock the shirt that says it all. Available now. Because we just don't do business. We are the business.
Like have that respect, right? You got to have that like discernment. You got to have that grace in your heart for other people to be successful, right? I feel like if we just were helpful to one another, some motherfucker wanted to sell you a pair of socks that he branded. As long as that nigga not trying to sell them socks like they Gucci, yeah, they could be ass for real. But your one purchase could keep him going. It could keep him inspired, you know.
Hey, we got shooting shirts though. DMO. Holler at Rich. Get at Chase. Reach out to Mel, T, Malik, Danny, Marcus down Richmond. Follow Dale on air. Media. NahmTalmBout. If you're not though. NahmTalmBout. Yeah, from the great minds of NahmTalmBout. Talking about flag. It's off season around here, so we're gonna switch it up a little bit. It's the first of a few drops where I'm talking about the different lanes of this flag thing of ours. Of course, the players, but also the media, brains, creators. Why they're here, the lane they in, is the camera shifting things. How style and merch became part of the culture. So yeah, we're talking about what we're talking about. NahmTalmBout. When you first got into flag, what pulled you into it? The competition, the people, or the culture around it?
To me personally, it is competition.
I personally think that competition is more important right now. I think we have a pretty stable community.
Just the love of football, wanting to still be able to play.
I get down. Let me know I get down. I get down. Let me know I Just let me know I get down. Let me know I get down. Yeah, yeah. Let me know Just hit me more I get down. Let me know I get down. Yeah. Let me know Just let me know I get down.
That I can see my notes and everything.
Oh, this nigga got notes. She ain't playing, man. We talking about rap. What's good, bro?
Yo, man, I'm not good when you put me on. When I get put on the spot, I forget so much shit. Like I know y'all know, like I'm like a little encyclopedia with the shit that I do know. The shit that I do know, I'm accurate as fuck with. But like when the cameras start, I guess I'm just not used to when the cameras start rolling, then I get brain freeze.
Yeah. It's crazy because you still do like you're still fire with it. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it, man. A part of why I was so reluctant to do podcasting is because I wanted to be nice with it. I wanted to make sure that I was accurate. I wanted to make sure I was up on shit.
Having that courage to get out here and go check out what you want to do and just execute it. Even if you fail, I failed plenty fucking times. I done cashed out stocks to make my fucking flight back from fucking California. And niggas took bit off a fucking hot shot route. That shit don't make no sense. I gotta get the fuck off this route. Oh, you know, X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But out there learning, you know, these guys out here with their fashion brands and with their, you know, with their photography and with their podcast and, you know, all you guys out here trying your hand, man, you gotta respect it. You have to.
Like I said, we definitely appreciate y'all viewing and clicking and doing whatever, man. Just sharing sometimes, bro.
Yeah,
like I said, if it's your passion, what they say, you make money with your passion, you never work a day.
Yep. Yeah, you'll never be at work.